Okay, here's the deal. What is in the notorious, supposedly, McCarthy wants to get rid of the Social Security and all that stuff. Well, here's what's in the bill that these people passed, 44,000 pages, without even batting an eye. 18 wasteful items in the 1.7 trillion spending bill, millions for LGBT LGBTQ projects, border security for other countries. Okay. The 1.7 trillion omnibus spending bill contains millions in wasteful spending, including $575 million for reproductive health, where population growth threatens biodiversity, $11 million for LGBTQ LMNOB related projects, and millions more for border security for other countries. DEMS are determined to pass the 1.7 trillion spending spree prior to Christmas, following the Senate advancing the spending bill on Thursday. The ominous hits a snag midweek due to Senator Mike Lee of Utah Title 42 amendment, which lawmakers ultimately rejected. The swamp quickly regained its footing, and the Senate passed the bill on Thursday in a 68-29 vote, despite conservatives, both chambers, warning Republican colleagues to vote against the measure. Republicans leaders, Representative McCarthy of California, Republican, among those who has backed the warnings of House Republican threatening to thwart the legislative efforts of GOP senators who voted in favor of the bill. Agreed except no need to whip. When I'm Speaker, their bills will be dead on arrival. In the House, if this nearly $2 trillion monstrosity allowed to move forward over our objections and the will of the American people. 18 Republican senators ended up voting with Democrats, who passed a $1.7 trillion government spending spree. Those traitors. The 4,155-page monster contains billions in earmarks and millions more on wasteful projects unrelated to keeping the government up and running. Here are some of the highlights. The bill contains $45 billion to Ukraine. This is in addition to the $66 million given by American taxpayers earlier this year, bringing the total up to $111 billion. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has stated that the blank check is simply not enough. We are not in an easy situation. The enemy is increasing its army. Our people are braver and need more powerful weapons. Yeah, we won't have any. He said the Ukrainian war will we will pass on from the boys to the Congress, to the President of the United States. We are grateful for their support, but it's not enough. It is a hint. It's not enough. Talk about ungrateful. The bill also designates part of D.C. as Ukrainian Independence Park, and as Breitbart News reported, allows for signs around the park that include information on the importance of the independence, freedom, and sovereignty of the Ukraine, and the solidarity between the people of Ukraine and the United States. 11 million is allotted for LGBT LMNOP themed projects. This includes 1.2 million to San Diego's Community College for centers to support LGBT students, 3 million for the American LGBTQ Museum in New York City, 750,000 for the Trans Latin Coalition to provide workforce development programs and supportive services for transgenders, gender non-conforming and intersex LGBTGI immigrant women in Los Angeles and immigrant women in Los Angeles, and 105,000 going toward what has been described as a mentoring program for LGBTQ with the greater Pittsburgh area. Another 856,000 is allotted for an LGBTQ center in New York as well. The bill designates tens of millions for necessary expenses associated with the restoration of Pacific salmon population, 65 million to remain available until September 30th of 2024. The words salmon or salmonoid are mentioned 48 times throughout the bill. The bill includes over $576 million to be used for family planning or reproductive health. This includes areas where lawmakers say population growth threatens biodiversity. The bill states in part that of the funds appropriated under the Title III of this Act, not less than $575 million should be made available for family planning, reproductive health, including in areas where population growth threatens biodiversity or endangered species. Okay, 19 earmarks totaling $60 million are set aside for Rhino Senator Lisa Murkowski of Arkansas. This includes $500,000 for the Restoring Indigenous Safety and Improvement RISE Tribal Domestic Violence Shelter for helping out ourselves prevent emergencies. You know, they had a treaty. They didn't want nothing to do with the government, but they're asking for money. Outgoing Senate Appropriations Committee Vice Chair Richard Shelby, a Republican, Alabama, has $656 million worth of earmarks in the package that includes $35 million for Spring Hill College, Alabama, for facilities and equipment, and $100 million for the Woolsey Fennel Bridge in Alabama. $956,000 will go to the Equity Incubator at the University Shady Grove. Senator Jim Inhofe, Oklahoma, ranking member of the Senate Armed Service Committee, has $500,000 worth of earmarks on the bill, which include $40 million for the Tulsa International Airport, traffic control tower. The bill renames the federal building in San Francisco after Representatives House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. $2.3 million is allotted to the Secretary of Education to conduct research to borrowing who would qualify for the Biden administration's stalled plan to earn the debt of the student loan borrowers. $1.5 billion of taxpayer dollars goes to something called the Advanced Research Project Agency, Health, ARPAH. $410 million to remain available to reimburse Jordan, Lebanon, Egypt, Tanzania, and Oman for enhanced border security. Of that, $150,000 must go to Jordan specifically. $1.5 million will go toward the Seaward American History Project. What the heck? $1 million will go to Ohio's Zora's House, which is described as a secretary for women and gender expansion, people of color, to dream, connect, and create, to shine bright and despite change. $3.6 million establishes a Michelle Obama Trail in Georgia. $2 million on taxpayer dollars will go to National Great Blacks in Wax Museum, Baltimore, Maryland. $791,200 to California, Sonoma County for equitable energy resilience and EV infrastructure. Pelosi hopes to pass the bill on Friday. I don't think she made it. I wonder when this one was. Oh, see, I don't think it says. Probably not. My God. December 2022. Huh. This, this whole thing, and as I told you before, and I knew it wasn't true, but I heard it today from some guy that keeps track of that stuff, and they are not. The Republicans are not going after Social Security or any of those things. These are the things they want to get out of there. Plus the IRS people Biden wants. There's a lot of stuff Biden wants, but Biden can't have everything. But anyway, this is what a lot of that bill was, 4,000 pages. And then you hear those greedy Republicans in there, that they send a bad name to what really was conservative means. But anyway, with that, I just wanted to do that because it was ticking me off because that stupid press secretary keeps saying, "No, they didn't." Yeah, right. I know they don't because they say it about 100 times every time they want to get in. Or they use the other stuff, the race cards, and don't even think they don't. They've always used it. Biden don't care. He's a... Like I say, Biden don't care. But anyway, I'm sorry for messing this up, but this is... Oh man, that got me so riled up there. I just thought about that because I heard her tonight, that press secretary, man, she drives me crazy. But anyway, with that said, God bless. Stay safe. If you're in cold climates, stay warm. And be protected. Now I can't move my thing. There it goes. God bless everyone. Peace and love.